how much do these Quranic verses influence the poets and the things that they write? Well, we know it must be a great deal. And so what I have here, you remember the one I did last time about the mountain, huh? I'm not going to do that one again because we don't have time. But I want to read to you a poem that I have retranslated because of a Quranic verse. And I'm going to save time and mainly deal with it's a long verse. I'm going to deal with I'm going to read the translation that's given to you on the internet by Sahih International, talking about God. He sends down from the sky rain, and valleys flow according to their capacity, and the torrent carries a rising foam. And from that which they heat in the fire, which he means ore, metal, desiring adornments and utensils, melted there is a foam on it. Now, I happen to cast bronze. If I'm trying to think who was with, was Abdullah John? Where's Abdullah? Abdullah John. Abdullah John was with me. We went and we saw my bronze casting, huh? Do you remember I showed you? So what did we see? We saw the crucible. I melt the bronze. So when I read this, like, whoa, because it's true to my experience. You melt the bronze and you think you're going to pour it. You cannot. You have to clean the scum off the top, you see? So here, now, isn't it true that usually there's a word in Arabic Persian that they use as zubda? Doesn't it have a good meaning usually? Yeah, what does it mean usually? Zubda.
It's the name for butter.
Yes. So it's the cream. Like there's the milk, and it's the cream. It has a good meaning usually. But in this verse, it does not. It's the only place in the Quran. That's another thing that interests me. Are there verses in the Quran, and nowhere else in the Quran you can find the use of certain words? And this is an example. And the word is zabada. So instead of a good sense of zubda, because don't we say about the poetry or the literature or even a person, zubdai something, the cream of the religion, the cream of this, it has a good meaning usually. But here, it does not have a good meaning. It has the meaning of a contamination, and he gives the example. It's a very beautiful example. God sends down the rain from the sky. The valleys, they are flowing according to their capacity. The wadis, the word he uses is wadi. And those wadis are carrying water, but they can only carry so much, but they're filling up to their capacity, you see? And then he says, and similar to that, in other words, there's the melting of metal, which they heat in the fire because they are wanting to make ornaments and utensils. And there's a foam on the metal they have melted. And as you know, as I showed you, because we went and we opened the thing up and I showed you the crucible, huh? Thus Allah presents truth and falsehood. As for the foam, it vanishes, being cast off. But as for that which benefits the people, it remains on the earth. Thus does Allah present examples. I thought about the verse, and I thought about which poems that I knew about of Rumi's that I had translated. And I realized that there was one that I thought really did have a meaning, and it happens to be about zikr. I think you'll find this part interesting. So I'm going to read it to you first in English, then in Persian, then in English again. Words are like a nest, meaning is the bird. Body like a stream bed, spirit the flowing water. It flows, but you say the water is still. It runs, but you say it is stagnant.